Hello everybody and welcome to JSmith Plays Don't Starve. This is going to be episode 77 of the series, and thank you guys very much for sticking to this. Funny story, right before now, and I got in the mood. I was like, alright, I'm gonna get to Don't Starve, I'm gonna record some video footage, and then I get to my play, and what I noticed is that all of my slots were empty. And I was just like, no, what the hell happened? And I was like devastated, just gone. I was like, no, that's terrible. So I told, Cly, and I told the forums, and I told the president of the company, the name escapes me right now. But anyways, so they're aware of the situation. But what was weird, I think, because I ended last episode by going through the to the next level and then saving and quitting like right after that. I think what happened is the game just didn't save, because when I clicked on my empty slot, I noticed that I was able to choose which person I wanted to be. And so, and Wendy and Willow were still available. It's like, why the hell are they still available? I thought all my save data was gone. It was just, unfortunately, it was just my adventure mode. So what I did is I went to the mod section of the Don't Starve forums, and I was able to find this kind of testing tool / cheat keys, which enabled me to pretty much copy exactly what I had in terms of all of my inventory stuff. And so I tried to replicate it as best as possible. Unfortunately, my health now is 56, which is lower than it was before. This is a new world. So this isn't the world that we just finished, but I'm going down to level 2 from here, so it won't be too much of a difference, hopefully. So what I was able to do is find all of my stuff right back. I was able to generate a lot of it, but I had to go searching for some of the grass because it's not all available. Let's see what kind of things are at my disposal when I go here. I'm able to spawn an entity, I'm able to spawn items, and I'm able to spawn food. I'm able to also increase the speed of how everything happens. I'm not going to do anything right now, and probably not in the future. This is probably the last time I use this tool, but we can see that there's a whole lot that I can actually kind of just spawn for the hell of it. Going from, ghosts to robins to Chester, terror beaks, whatever the hell that is, to different items, and also the different food that I can pick as well. So really good stuff, and thank God that Kai enabled mods to, be made for this game, or else that would have been really SOL. One thing I have to say is manure. I didn't have manure last time. I had moldy stuff, but I can't spawn moldy stuff, and I didn't feel like waiting for moldy stuff to come up. So I said, F it, I'm gonna get manure instead. So hopefully, you guys don't hate me for that. So what I literally went in and I replicated pretty much everything. And hopefully my beard isn't longer than it was before, but I have no idea. Anyways, it's been 3 minutes, so let's keep on going on the journey onwards. Now go down to the level where I was supposed to start this current episode. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time, so I will continue on. Still trying to get Wolfgang, and my XP saved, and see, it saves everything that I did. I just don't know why it deleted my game, and I think it was because I saved and quit without doing anything on the next screen. So I will again pick Wilson, our friendly gentleman scientist, and generate a whole new world for me to explore. So ready to play. How long will you survive? I'm starting on a beach. Say, pal, you don't look so good. I know. You better find something to eat before night comes. I know the drill. Alright, so first things first, I need to find, I don't know exactly, some bearings. So, well, berries are just as good as bearings. Going ahead to right back in the swing of things is collecting all the items that are necessary for me to continue on. One thing I did do, unfortunately, is I created a bunch of new tools, so I don't think these will be at the level that they were before. I'm not sure, but I didn't take it into that much consideration. I am full up on logs, so I'm not even going to need that for now. That is no problem, no worries. Hey! I'm already here, which is great. So what I could do And what I want to do right now is... Oh, shit, that's what I didn't do. I didn't figure out all the things that I had researched. Well, that's... I mean, I could turn off research right now and kind of go at it from different angles and whatever would be necessary, but let's... I'm not too worried about that. So let's make boards. Let's make cut stone. And let's see if I can figure out a way to get this alchemy engine. I need one more cut stone and one more board. So board, cut stone, and then that will allow me to create my alchemy engine, right? No, I need one more piece of gold. Shice. I see one rock down here. Do I have a pickaxe? I do. And maybe I'll get lucky. Somehow I don't believe it. Yeah, okay. Just about par for the course. But I want to make that alchemy engine. I want to free up some of my inventory slots. I'm not sure how to do that. Well, I do know how to do that. I want to create a chest. But to do that, I'm going to need to find all that gold. All that glitter is gold. Oh, here's a rock area, maybe? Well, it wanted to be a rock area. Unfortunately, the rock area is kind of small. I'll give it a shot anyways. Maybe something else has evolved over to here. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe up here, maybe up here. Seems like it. I'm on a good streak. Stick to the road, Wilson, my friend. And let's break apart this rock. No gold, unfortunately. But there's plenty of more rocks that I can mine. Berries are running out. My health is running low. And no gold is yet to be found in here. Are you serious? Just find something. Find some gold, man. Break apart, and no freaking gold. What a surprise. Alright, so, well, that's okay. Anyways, I think. Just get as much stuff as I can right now, and then continue on downwards. Okay, just keep moving. Maybe I'll find something up here. Maybe I'll get lucky. Some more flint on the ground. Another rock up here. No gold. Oh my god. Alright, come on. I need gold. I need gold because I need to get back. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. So with that, I will use to navigate all the way back to the start, because I did see the wooden thingy, and I think all the contraptions, all the little gizmos and gadgets, it's an old sweet game if you're ever interested. I think those will kind of come out around or spawn near the contraption, or the wooden thingy, to be descript. So hopefully I'll find something like that and then be able to work my way down. But while I'm here, I suppose I'll be able to get a lot of my research done, hopefully. Okay, so back here, what I want to do is make a fire pit, and I'll place that here. Good stuff. And now I will have room for an alchemy engine right over here. Some more good news. With that, I can create a chest using the boards that I do not have. I'm going to need 3 of them. 1, 2... Oh, I don't have any more boards. See, that's the thing about logs, man. They go way too fast. So let's get some more. There's not too many trees that I've noticed. Just kind of strikes me as odd, but it's okay. Let's just focus on chopping down some more. Hopefully a tree guard won't attack me, but if he does, I'll be prepared in some sort of regard. More logs, more logs. Hunger is getting extremely low. Be cognizant of that. Hopefully it won't be too bad by the time I get up there and start grilling up these berries. And let's get these stumps as well. So there's 1, 17. It's getting low. Let's head up, actually. I don't have enough for rope. Well, I will have enough for rope as long as I get up here in time. There we go. Okay, rope onto the fire. Ring thing. Into that thing. Alrighty, good stuff. Let's start cooking some of these berries. Trying to get these as high as I can, or my hunger back up to normal, and my health as well. That's getting rather low. So cook up some more of these carrots, which is another thing that was different from the last time. I had roasted carrots. I didn't have raw carrots, so another small change, as I like to think. Tomorrow I will, I'll plant all my berry bushes, and I'll plant my saplings, just everything around here. I don't know how long my stay is going to be, but I do, hopefully, it'll be short, but who knows, I'm not in too much of a rush. I was really worried at the start of this. I was like panicking almost. Just because I didn't have anything that I needed or wanted. I just started up and I was like, oh, well, none of my saves here. How fantastic for me. But everything is since back to normal. Well, as normal as Don't Starve kind of gets. Let's bring up everything. So yeah, I think all of this stuff should be going down. Right? 140, 139. My sanity hasn't gone down yet, though. Maybe it's because I have my hat, and I'm sure if I took this off, yes, it is going down. Alright. So I did get, I suppose, a brief reprieve from my sanity going down. I think it goes down if I go away from the fire. Yeah, that's true. Alright, that's interesting. I think someone pointed that out in the last comments as well. So the farther I get away from the fire, the larger the arrow becomes. So as long as I stay right up close to it, I'm fine. I need boards. So let's see if I can create any more. 1, 2. There we go. And now I should be able to build this chest. I'll place the chest right over... Actually, where do I want the chest? Let's put the chest here. Near that. And in the chest, I can put... Well, actually, I don't need to put anything in the chest right now. Well, I could put something in the chest, I think. But I'm not going to. Let's plant these bushes. Let's plant the bushes. We can start from over here and work our way back to the left. It's kind of going at a diagonal, which isn't really what I intended, but it's what happened. I take no responsibility for my own actions, of course. Basically, my whole life story right there. And really? Alright, drop that. Pick up the seeds because they're in the way. My OCD would totally kick in right there. Although, these aren't really the straightest hedges I've ever made. Let's plant some of these saplings as well. And we'll just kind of continue this line down here. Oh, this is going to be a little uglier than what I had for the berry bushes, but, you know, it's no big deal. Maybe I don't have as much OCD as I thought. There we go. And I can plant some of the grass. Do I have grass? Yes, I do have grass. I'll plant that over here. And now, the grass and the berries will need to be fertilized. So I'll do that when I get a chance. So I'll do that actually right now. And I can start by fertilizing these first 5. I didn't see any beefalo in my journeys, I don't think. So I won't have any more manure to go off of. Not a big deal. What do I need to do next? I should probably just do a little bit more exploration, trying to find exactly where I need to be. Let's dig up this stump, because logs are a constant necessity for me. Let's see what happens if I drop this. Ah, there. Okay, cool. So Chester does come out, hang out with me, and I brought that from last time, so hopefully if I kind of maintain that eye bone in my inventory, he won't be too far from me wherever I go. So let's dig this bad boy up. I'll grab some of the pine cones too, just because maybe I will eventually run into my green friend. Well, he's not really my friend. He's more of like the bane of my existence, Mr. Ent. But until I see him, I'll classify myself as okay. So let's grab all these logs. Actually, for shits and giggles, let's take off that dapper hat and see if there's anything that happens to me in regards to sanity. Because I think it's kind of fun to almost have that borderline. Because if I don't have it, and I kind of wear that top hat the whole time, I don't want to say it ruins the experience, but it kind of detracts from the new update. And I would like to do a little bit more experimenting with the insanity and how it works, as long as I kind of maintain that constant of, I have to respect this sanity meter, because I don't want to fail on my face. And, well, fail on my face. Would it fall on my face? I don't know. Something bad would happen to me, I'm sure. Twigs are actually running low. I didn't even notice that, so I will collect all of these guys right around here. I have plenty of berries, which isn't, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but these carrots definitely help. And they certainly helped out a great deal right before this, when I was roasting them and cooking them up that way. Lots and lots of berries. I don't need to really get anything new from them. Well, I'm not going to pick up I'm not going to take the plants back with me, because I don't think that's really necessary. As long as I'm consistent in, getting as much as I can right now, because I don't feel like I'll be staying here too long. That might change, I'm not sure. But I'll certainly investigate or see what I can do. So let's chop down all of these things. Good stuff. And I can get a shovel. Very awesome indeed. And one more tree will be good. And then I'll make my way back to my campfire. What I should have done with that campfire, though, now that I thought about this. So, and I'll let you guys know when I get back up there. But there's something I should have done, but I didn't, because it doesn't really affect me right now, but it might affect me in the future. So to do that, well, let's pick up this box thing as well. And I think I will only need one more piece of this wooden contraption puzzle. So I have the box thing, I have the potato thing, I have the ring. I forget what else is missing. Anyways, let's get this rope out. Put the rope on the fuel. I think there's little things that go on the side. And I forget where, but I think they're right, like, outside of, I don't know, almost as, like, how Frankenstein has those bolts sticking out of his neck? I think it's similar to that. You could probably rewind this video and find out. I don't have that luxury. I mean, I guess I could stop and collaborate and listen, but I won't, because that's not how I roll. So night has come, and it is clearly very dark. I do want to mention that because I had the ability to use the mods in this game, that really, really saved my ass. And I was just throwing this idea around even, yesterday or earlier today before this whole catastrophe happened. And yes, I use the term catastrophe very liberally, evidently. Maybe I could do a little bit of showcasing some of the mods that are out for this game. I think that, kind of give you guys a little new perspective if you don't have the game, or if you want to see more, find out more about the game, or just find out my general opinions. What do you guys think about that? I think that could be something unique, something interesting for you guys as well as me. And now, how that would work, I would imagine I would just start a new save file and it would probably just be another 30-minute episode, just showcasing the differences of that mod. There's some night mods which are pretty cool. One being it's night all the time, except there's 2 full moons, and at full moon time you're able to see and kind of go around. I think there's one that incorporates that as well, but it's it's regular mode, so you have day and night cycle, but on full moons you can see and be able to navigate by the full moon in the sky, which I like that idea. I think that's neat, and certainly something I would like to do a video on in the future. But until then, let's go back to finding out what I need. So I need to really research all the things that I had previously. So let's get... Well, what I don't want is to... Because I already have this log suit, and if I just made another log suit, it would kind of defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Well, what can I make? I could research a straw roll. Sure. I'll toss that on the ground. Straw rolls give you back some sanity. Actually, why don't I put that in here? What else can I do? Let me eat these berries. Probably didn't need to, but I did anyways. That's the kind of man I am. I'll put the rope in there, might as well. Then I don't have to really worry about it out here. I'm gonna just drop the plant there. No real need for that. And I will do a little bit more exploration, trying to find some things that I need. It's always this little scavenger hunt. It adds a little bit to the game. I would probably rather find all the different parts and pieces while I was, you know, kind of searching for the contraption in the first place, right? As opposed to it just being so prevalent right when I spawn. I think it would add a little bit to, you know, it would focus me more on finding that first. That would be the first objective, and then the second objective would then subsequently be find all these little trinkets, I'll call them. Oh, here's the last one. Crank thing. That's what I was missing. Alrighty. I get you. I feel you. I feels you. So what I'll do, I'll put the crank back up here. And this should complete this vessel. Yes, it does. So maybe it wasn't like Frankenstein or anything, it was just more like legs. Well, that's what happens when you guess and don't actually know about the game that you play. So sanity, it really only F's you over in the beginning. Because once you're settled, once you're good to go, it seems to be rather hard to make anything a little bit worse. But I guess, I wonder if the sanity goes down if I'm near. No. Sanity staying the same. Thought it might go down if I go near a grave. That doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe if there's a graveyard that has kind of like fog around it. But I think I already did one of those experiments before. I don't exactly remember the outcome though. So I will go over here. And what I'm gonna actually just do is see if there's any beefalo around. Yes! Exactly what I wanted. And I will gather them north, because I think that will help me out in the future. And like I said, in the last episode, or probably the episode before that, is that the game is supposed to get harder and harder as you move down to the different levels and the different worlds. I don't think they've implemented that just yet. This is just kind of an example of how the game will be played in the future. Not necessarily, you know, the final results right now. As of course, Don't Starve is in beta and it's always kind of working and being developed and being created and fine-tuned and all that fun thing. And I don't blame Cly at all for my game getting destroyed. It's something that happens in betas, and please don't hate the developers or hate the team that develops it. Just hope that they're working on it, and that's really all that we can do. But with the updates that they've come out and all the content that they've like placed in this game, I'm interested in going back to probably my quick look at Don't Starve, and just I want to see all the differences from that initial video to what I'm currently at right now. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Night is soon approaching. I'm closing in on 20 pieces of poo. Really glad I found all these beefalo. I would really like some more poo, but I'm not going to fret too much over it. As long as I have enough for a torch to get back, I'll be okay. Something tells me that it might come down to that. I want 20. I want 20 poos. As long as these guys can provide me with that, I'll be a happy individual. Something tells me that might not exactly be the case, though. But 20 might be, or what do I have? 18 now? 19? Come on, one of you! Ah, there it is. Delicious poo! Thank you very much. So we'll see if I can make it back to camp on time. Might as well. It's on the way. Got the poo. Oh, so you can only have 20 pieces of poo. That's interesting. Hopefully they don't contaminate my carrots. And also, my sanity is now going down. I wonder if it'll go up if I grab my torch. But we'll find out. Just a little fun experiment. It seemed to be saying experiment a lot. Maybe anyone want to come down and strike the iron while it's hot? Just saying. Experimentation could be a good thing. No, I'm just joshing. But seriously, come visit. Just about done here. And so the next episode, I'm not going to go down this episode because of what happened. I don't feel like having to go through this whole process of this again. Oh god, get my torch out. There we go. Put it on. Alright, so now I just need to find my site. My campsite, that is. Right up here. And open my chest. Night is really, really dark. And you guys don't see it quite as I see, because in post-processing I do a little bit of editing to increase the brightness. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. But it helps me, or helps you guys be able to see when I obviously cannot. And so I think that will pretty much bring a conclusion to this episode. I'm going to hang out by the fire. Well, close to the fire. I guess I don't really need it. So let's put that away. And let's do a little stretch. Let's do a little thanking to you guys for checking this out. And to Clockwork for creating his awesome mods testing tool and cheat keys. That really, it helped me out tremendously. And I would hate for you guys to have to go through my whole first world again. So hopefully this just kind of provided a better insight. And, you know, another interesting aspect of Don't Starve as a whole. So thank you guys very much for checking this out. I'm closing in on episode 69, so stay tuned for that. And I think I'm going to do something special. And so if you want to reach me outside of YouTube, feel free to do so on Twitter. It's JSmith_OTI. But also, wink wink nudge nudge, I have a Twitch account which I do some streamings. I actually did today of recording. I streamed like 3 hours of Dark Souls or something, which was it was a blast. And so for episode 69, I might do something for that. So stay tuned, stick around, and yeah, we'll see what that is. I won't be doing episode 69 probably at like a recording or streaming at 6 o'clock in the damn morning when I usually have this up, but probably a night, some sort of night this upcoming week. So stick around, stick tuned, and we'll see what I can do. Hopefully it'll be fun for you guys as much as me. Anyways, thank you. I think I just thanked for like 5 minutes straight just about everyone that I could. Regardless, you guys are great, and I will check you next time. See you later.